Good morning. It probably was a welcome break for the bulls after considering the battering that they have taken in the recent days. But for Axis Bank, it was business as usual as the private bank snapped up the equity broking and investment banking operations of INAM. It would be interesting to see how the markets react to the swap ratio. The start today appears to be a better one as compared to the past few sessions. We are looking at a steady start at the best. Things could turn choppy later on given the anxiety over Ireland's fiscal woes and monetary tightening in China. The US data also remains more or less subdued, justifying the Fed's decision to launch a $600 billion Q2 earning to shore up a sluggish economy. Asian markets are up marginally following a sell-off earlier in the week. US markets closed flat while the European benchmarks edged higher. The slowdown in FI inflows is a cause for some worry. Globally, the dollar remains firm while the euro is still under pressure owing to the Eurozone fiscal woes. Commodities are soft as China has announced plans to rein in spiraling prices. Technically, the Nifty violated on Tuesday important support of 50 DMA and closed below the same. The outlook is cautious in the near term, although there is a possibility of a minor bounce back from 5,970 levels, which might form the base of a larger broadening pattern. The FIs were net sellers of Rs 1.96 billion on Tuesday provisionally as per the NSE website. Local funds were net buyers of Rs 4.49 billion. In the F&O segment, the foreign funds were net buyers at Rs 11.54 billion. The government intends to raise Rs 400 billion through disinvestment in public sector units in this fiscal. Government will roll out a 3-year plan to double the country's exports to $400 billion to address growing concerns over the burgeoning trade deficit. Indirect tax collection of the government for the first 7 months of financial year 2011 from April to October was up 42% to Rs 1.80 trillion, an indication that the industrial growth in the country might gather steam in the coming months. State-owned oil firms hiked jet fuel prices by 5.5% in sync with the global rates rise. Axis Bank has acquired INAM Securities' key businesses of investment banking, retail and institutional broking and distribution of financial products worth Rs 20.67 billion. Bharti Airtel expects to cross the 100 million mobile subscriber mark in Africa in the next 2 years from the 40 million at present. The Rajasthan government plans to take a 26% stake in a refinery proposed to be set up in the state by ONGC. Religare has announced the launch of Rs 400 million advertising campaign to spruce up the brand image. Novelis to raise $4 billion to refinance the loans borrowed by Hindalco to fund the acquisition of the Novelis in 2007. Gurgaon developers sues Indiabulls Real Estate over the use of trademark Central Park for a set of residential realty projects in the country. Oil India is actively pursuing buying oil and gas producing assets over up to $1 billion. Moving on to the recommendations, the technical calls are a buy on Titagar Wagons. We advise traders to accumulate stock in the range of Rs 535 to Rs 545 with a stop loss to be maintained at Rs 530 for a target price of Rs 577. And a buy on Cummins India. We recommend traders to buy the stock above levels of Rs 789 with a stop loss to be maintained at Rs 778 for a target price of Rs 815. Thank you and have a great day ahead.